All right, man, it's that time. It is the Primetime Angles with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the premier sports betting show, the Primetime Angles Live on IG. All right, so yesterday we were able to get the Lakers opponent. The Rockets had themselves a hell of a game yesterday, winning the game by 2 points. Last night. I did have the Rockets on first half and full game, and it did not come through. But hey, it is what it is. No big deal. We kind of had a cold day in the NBA. We ain't been doing too well in the NBA. Been shut out 2 days in a row, but that's fine because we swept out the WNBA last night. But we don't hide, we don't run, we don't do any of that. I'm not gonna act like it didn't happen. But you know what? It's a new day. Yesterday was yesterday. Even if we just swept the NBA, today's still a new day. So, pretty much it's all about what we get done today. We got just shake the dirt off your shoulders and we'll be fine. All right. So, I don't pull no punches, but it wasn't the greatest night last night. But hey, you know what? This is an up and down game and you got to be ready for that. Period, point blank. Some days you might think you got the most perfect card. That card will go in reverse on you. And some days you'll throw a card out there and be like, I don't know. And that'd be your baby right there. So it happens. Game 2 of the Heat and the Bucks. Boy, oh boy, that was a crazy one, wasn't it? Pretty much came down to a final free throw with no time left on the clock. You only see that happen at like amateur tournaments and like prep league tournaments. That's like some little kid stuff right there that happened. Like the rest was getting tired of hearing players yap all day and they're like, I don't care, game over. I've been there before where refs just ended the game. Like, okay, they're up, it's over, no time's left on the clock, let's go. You know that game was supposed to go to overtime. I've never seen them call a foul like that at the end of a game. Period, point blank, especially if you consider the home team. We all know if that would have been at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee, I know they don't call it that anymore, but I call it the Bradley Center. That would have been that would have been murder. You all know that, man. Seriously. Y'all, that would have been straight killer. Seriously, those refs would have never made it out of Milwaukee last night. But they okay because they in the bubble, so they'll be all right. But that's my 2 cents on the playoffs and everything like that. And just note, I'm going to tell you guys like this. The Bucks Heat series, don't get too comfortable with the Heat right now and say, oh, they sweeping. Because, look, the Bucks is still a 5-point favorite. So that tells you something that Vegas still believes in the Bucks as well, too. So pretty much this is the game where the Bucks have to prove to us that they are legit. Because if they lose this one, they'll lose the series. But most likely, the way that this NBA playoff is going, they'll probably get their first win of the series in the next game. But we will see. Let's go ahead and jump into it, though. We're not doing NBA first. We are doing the WNBA first. And the WNBA, we got ourselves some pretty good games going on in the WNBA. And pretty much today, we got the Liberty taking on the Dream. Both the bad teams going at it today. So, you know what? Liberty, you finally are not a double-digit dog for today. You finally not a double-digit dog. It must feel good not to be a double-digit dog for once in your life. This season. So pretty much what I like here is that the Liberty played really well in their last game against a much better team, one of the top teams in the league as well, too. And I think they go into this one today and they get us a monster upset. That's what we need, man. We need a monster upset here in the WNBA. I've been behind the Liberty when they've been able to cover and win the game, and they weren't able to give us that big line, but I didn't think they was going to win the game. Today, though, I think they win the game because I think what happens is the Dream are going to overlook the fact that, that they playing against the Liberty. They just got done playing against another bad team and the Fever. And so they'll look at the Liberty like, oh, this is going to be us playing against JV today. It don't work like that. I think the Liberty come out here. They played really well in their last game, but they didn't score a lot of points. So they come out in this game today against a team that's not as good defensively. And they're gonna be able to do what they got to do if they play with the same type of style that they played against when they beat the Storm. Then they should be really good today. So pretty much I like the Liberty, man. Plus 245. And you look at their resume, dude. Their wins are against some of the best teams in the league. They're not beating bad team. They're not beating the mediocre team. So with the Dream coming in here as such a big favorite, you can't trust bad teams that only won 4 games as a 7-point favorite. I'm sorry, dude. Just can't. I know that, the Liberty only won like 3 games, but still, you still can't trust that. You know what I mean? So pretty much point blank, give me the Liberty because I like the doggy and I like the value. So we move on, and we got ourselves a really good one with the Aces and the Sun today. The Aces are a 5-point favorite in that game as well, too. And the Sun, as we talked about before, this team has actually worked themselves into a very good position right now, winning their last 8 out of 12. Right now, they're 8-9 on the season, and that's just pretty much a pretty good barometer because this team started off on 5. They were looking really bad to start the year, but like I told you guys just stay the course with the Sun because eventually they're going to come up and they're going to play really well and they're going to be really good and they're going to be right there because the East is wide open, and we all seeing that right now because you got the Sky who are 11-7, but the Sky have actually dropped their last 3 out of 5 games as well too. So pretty much, you're looking at that and you say, okay, the East might be winnable. Even though they're still 3 games behind, it still might be winnable. So pretty much, the Sun are playing for, their rightful spot to make the playoffs and everything like that, but be one of the top teams as well too, getting that East seed. So 8-9 right now don't look good, but they are playing some of the best basketball for a team that started off so bad, okay? So pretty much over 162, Aces, Sun. Both these teams know how to put the buckets. They know how to get buckets. So pretty much here we are. Over 162, I think the Aces will be able to keep adding on because the Aces been averaging 85 to 90 points a game, and the opponent's been getting a good 75, 80 points a game as well too. So pretty much I truly do feel like this one will go over. So over 162, Aces, Sun. Let's see how it shakes out. Then you got the Mercury going against the Fever, and the Fever are kind of falling apart right now. Mercury 2-game winning streak as well too. All the teams literally that are below 500, the Mercury have had their way with them as well. But there are some teams the Mercury have had issues with. That's why that team is 9-7 at this point because, like I said before, they were going back and forth with wins and losses for a moment. This is the first time that they've been a consistent winner all season, literally. So pretty much 9-7 right now, going against a team that's 5-12. And I think what happens here is pretty much the Mercury come out here and they get on them early because they know that they can't mess around with the Fever. The Fever mess around and pop you if you don't take them seriously. Even though they got smoked the other night by the mediocre Dream, still this Fever team beat the Storm. So they seem to play a bit better against the Western Conference teams, but still, I think the Mercury are going to be way too much for them today. So I'm taking the Mercury with the -6.5, and you will get 11-1 parlay if you want to parlay this thing, but single what you like, all right? And hopefully we get this bad boy home. We got all 3 home last night. If you parlayed it, it was 7-1 as well too. So that ain't too bad. You know what I mean? If you put some nice change on that WNBA parlay, then you came up pretty nice last night. But hey, you could even put $20 on it and still would have got a $120 profit. So it is what it is. But if you bet them up by themselves, that's good as well too. So pretty much that's the WNBA for today, and we're gonna move on to college football. Y'all better not be walking out this room yet. Because the thing is, we got college football today. College football opening bets, opening night. And pretty much we got Central Arkansas going against UAB. This is going to be a pretty good game tonight. Central Arkansas already 1-0. They are a FCS team as well, too. And the reason why I like Central Arkansas tonight is this. It's a simple reason why. Central Arkansas played against a Conference USA team last year named Western Kentucky. And I know you guys are very aware who Western Kentucky is. Central Arkansas actually beat Western Kentucky. And Western Kentucky actually was a better team last year than UAB, in my opinion. When you look at it, I think they even beat UAB last year as well, too. I got to double check. So pretty much Central Arkansas is not your normal slouch. in my opinion. They actually came back in that game as well, too. So, Central Arkansas, they are one of the top tier FCS schools out there. And I think what happens here is that we don't get an upset here, but Alabama ain't gonna run them all the way over because UAB's not gonna run them down, run it down their throat because UAB's really a team that really doesn't really play like they not dominant. You know what I mean? Like, and I saw it last year when they played against a smaller school. They let that school hang around a little bit, and they actually almost got beat in that game as well too. So I really truly do like Central Arkansas today with the plus 20. So if you guys have that on your book, go ahead and get it. I have it on mine. So it's an extra game as well too. It's an added game. So look at the added games for today and get yourself in on that Central Arkansas plus 20. Let's see how it shakes out. Then we got the Bama going against So Miss. That's South Alabama going against Southern Mississippi. So pretty much in this game today, we got ourselves a really good one. And I think what happens here is that we go under. I think that Bama, I'm not saying that they're going to play great defense, but I'm just going to say that Southern Mississippi is going to really eat up the clock. They're not going to go out there and just literally try to just destroy South Bama, and South Bama's going to play because these guys haven't really had enough time to really train this year either as well. You know, they're really in practice and they're just really doing walkthroughs and things of that nature. Now we get to hitting. And it's different when you get to hitting and everything like that. And South Bama might be really, really fresh today as well, too. And when you got teams that are really fresh, anything can happen. I know that South Bama is seen as a team that literally should be just a cupcake and get walked on. But you know what? This is a different year. This isn't like regular college football seasons where you got everybody ready to roll, everything intact. You only have the Pac-12 and the Big Ten playing right now. So these conferences kind of are thinking to themselves, this could be the year we get a better bowl game. So, you know, South Bama could be all in on this one because they are returning some pretty good players as well, too. But Southern Mississippi, I would have loved to take them on the spread, but I just don't trust them enough here, man. I just got this feeling that they'll mess this thing up. They'll let South Bama score a backdoor touchdown or something like that. But if you like Southern Miss tonight, I'm not telling you not to take them. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Don't go over there and put the rent on them. That's all I'm saying. So pretty much we move forward, and we will get into baseball, and then we're going to get into the NBA for you guys, okay? So here we are, PrimeTime PK6. We got early games today. We got the Pirates and the Cubbies going at it, and the Pirates are going to be our dog of the day because we only got one group today in baseball because we only got 8 games. So pretty much PrimeTime PK6, we kind of mix it up a bit. So we get the Pirates plus 135. That's our dog of the day today. I think they're absolutely due to beat the Cubs. Yesterday was a pretty good game. The game before was a pretty good game. But, you know, the Pirates just came up short. But today they don't because the game is very early. And I just feel like the Pirates go ahead and win this game and make it look good too, dog. Plus 135. This is this is kind of their lowest odds of the week as well too. So this is really enticing me on the fact that they could win this game. So pretty much there it is. Pirates money line plus 135. Then we got the Astros going against the Rangers, and you know we got the Rangers the other night in the opening game for this series with the big as the big dog, you know, dog of the day plus 230, all that good stuff. But today we're gonna go with the Astros. The Astros, I think they beat them by 2 or more runs today, and this is another early game. You know, Astros get to work early, get them out the way early, and you know get on to the next series. We got the Nats and the Phillies today as well too. We got Anibal Sanchez on the mound for the Nats, and then you got Eflin on the mound for the Phillies. I think this game goes under just a tad. You know what I mean? I think it finishes up 5-3, something of that nature, 6-2, and it stays under the 10.5. So I like that one as well too. So I'm putting it on in this group under 10.5. Nats, Phillies, and then we got the Angels going against the Padres today. We had the Angels last night. They was up for a moment, then it was 3-3. Then you looked up, it was 11-4. So you know what? This Padres team is getting really, 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 really nasty on teams right now. They are really wearing guys out. So you know what? Much props to them, but I don't see them wearing out the Angels today. The Angels keep this one close. I like them. +1.5. Let's see how it shakes out. Then we got the Red Sox. The Red Sox going against Taijuan Walker today. And Marco Perez is still a decent pitcher. So I think what we're going to do with him today is we're going to go ahead and circle him to get us a good win today at home against the Blue Jays at Fenway. And I know it's like pulling teeth dealing with the Red Sox this season because they're absolutely dreadful. But I think that they get us a good divisional win tonight. Red Sox -105. And then we got the final game on the group, and that's going to be the White Sox and the Royals. And the White Sox and the Royals are over 9.5 today. I truly do feel like we do hit this one as well, too. I think the White Sox are due for a big, big run day as well, too. They kind of got shut down a little bit the last few days by the Twins scoring-wise, but before that, they were absolutely just destroying the ball. And I think they returned to that tonight against the Royals, a team that they've had their way with all season as well, too. So, over 9.5, White Sox, Royals. Let's see how it shakes out. Single what you like. If we sweep the board, we get a big reward at 68-1. So, if you put 20 on that bad boy, you will get back 12.40 on that thing, or actually 13.40 on that thing. So, you know, and 6.80 on a $10 bill. So, it is what it is, man. So, that's what you could do if you want to parlay, but single what you absolutely love here. And I would say my favorite play out this group would have to be that 1.5 on the Astros. I just think that they're going to clean the Rangers clock today. So now it's time to talk about the NBA. Get y'all butts up in here. It looks like we got people leaving, but it's fine. We got the NBA playoff bets today, and in the NBA, we got ourselves a pretty good one as well, too. NBA playoff bets, we got the Raptors, money line first half, -125. I don't know. I think that they come out and they have a great first half, but I don't know about how they'll look in the second half. But this is a must-win situation for the Raptors as well, too. I felt like they really gave away game 2 in a sense because they could have locked it down in the final minutes. But as I said on Magic's tweet, that defense was going to be the difference in this thing. And Boston played lockdown championship defense in the final minutes of the game the other night and were able to get the win. But that Marcus Smart 4-pointer put them over the top. They were down 3, and then all of a sudden they were up 1, and they didn't look back. Pretty much point blank. Says when you look at it, they finished up 102-99. The score was 82-86 at that point. So they literally went ahead and outscored them 20-13 to win that game in the final stretch. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the Raptors. I think that they're gonna be in this thing first half for sure. And so I'm taking them first half. Raptors money line -125. Let's see how it shakes out. And then for the game, the under has been the trend here in this series, and I think that the under does continue because defense is getting played. You know, there aren't easy buckets here, and this is like a 90 series. So under 215, Raptors Celtics, I think that's a go right there. So let's see how it shakes out, and let's see if we can cash that ticket right there. So and you know I owe y'all, so I feel like I owe y'all a sweep tonight because we got to get this. We got to get more than just 1 or 2 wins tonight. We got to get at least 75% of the board tonight. But that don't mean I won't be back tomorrow though. So under 215, Raptors Celtics. There it is, and then we have the +8.5 Nuggets tonight. I think the Nuggets come into this one, and they are going to make the Clippers really work for this. The Clippers are now playing against a better team. I think that even though a lot of people really like the Mavs and they like Luka and they like the effort that they had and all that good stuff, we can all keep it real. That was a TV series. They had to make sure that there was some drama to it. There was some extras to it. But now we got a series where they automatically think, okay, the Clippers should just run over these guys. But with Jamal Murray's scoring prowess and with the length of that lineup, the Clippers are going to have some issues here, okay? And I think that this is a series custom made for Jokic to really, really increase his star power a bit as well too. And you know, that dynamic duo of him and Murray, they're gonna be tough. It's literally NBA jams out there right now. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard versus Jokic and Jamal Murray. So this is going to be fun. And I think that this is going to wind up being about depth. So whoever has the better depth here is going to be the winner of the series. But we all know the Clippers are the favorite, but that doesn't mean that they're an absolute favorite. This is a tough series. The Nuggets are still a third seed. I feel like the odds makers are being a little overzealous here with a plus 8.5 on the Nuggets. So that's why I got to take the Nuggets today, plus 8.5 Nuggets. Let's see how it shakes out. Putting a little money on the money line won't hurt you as well either. You're getting 325 on that bad boy as well too. But I like the Nuggets tonight. I think they force a really good game tonight against the Clippers. Win or lose, it will be up under double digits, and it probably will be 6 or less in my opinion. So if they win, good. But if they lose, just make sure you lose by 8 points, and that's it. Because we got the hook with us tonight. The gift and the curse. All right. It's always a gift when you're playing a team that when you needed to be on a team, when you betting a team on points and when you betting under. But if you had it over with a hook, man, I'm telling you, it is what it is. But plus 8.5 on the Nuggets. And then I forgot to put first half, but that is over 113 Nuggets Clippers first half. And I think that's a go right there. I think that's a cash me out right now. That's like you automatically gonna be walking to the window with that one. I know the Nuggets have had some low scoring games and things of that nature, but the way the Clippers have been giving up points in the first half and scoring points in the first half, the over just seems absolutely possible of happening. And we got to make up for it yesterday as well too, because we had the under in the first half yesterday, and that didn't come through, but. We have two teams that tend to go over in the first half and have all the firepower to go over in the first half, and boom. And it's a game one, so the refs are going to be a little bit looser with the whistle here. You can see that they've been tightening up as the games keep progressing in the second round. But with this game tonight, they're gonna be loose. And just one thing, this is game one, so let's not run to the finish line right after game one and say that the series is over for whoever wins tonight. It's game one. It's a game-by-game situation. And tonight, we just setting the table. That's all we doing. So pretty much don't take it into your heart that this is going to be the end-all, be-all of the series. Just know that it's the opening game. It's setting the table. And pretty much we move on from there, and we'll see who the actual winner will be. All right, so that's our NBA playoff bets for tonight as well. So there it is. We move on to Golden Gate Fields, and let's talk about the horses running in the Bay Area today. Beautiful Northern California, Golden Gate PrimeTime Bets. In race one, we got the first timer and a $14,000 maiden claimer, and it's going to be kind of a hunch play. I'm going to roll with the horse by the name of I'm a Cool Dude. I feel like we are kind of in comparison a little bit because I'm a cool dude too. So this is a first timer, but it's a hunch play as well too. I like hunch plays because they usually work out. And I think that this horse is more than capable of winning this race. We're going to go ahead and pair the horse with the 3, 2, and 5. You guys can box it 2, 3, 4, 5, or you guys can key it 4, 2, 3, 5. We move on to our best value of the day in race 4. This is going to be a horse ridden by my man, Billy the Kid, and a Georgie, and this is going to be a $31,000 allowance purse, and I'm going to roll with a horse by the name of Raywa. Raywa is a 4-1 morning line, and hopefully we can keep a good number on this horse, and the horse comes in and wins for us as well, too. So we're taking Raywa, the one horse, and we're going to go ahead and pair Raywa with the top horses here, being the 7, 5, and the 6. We can go ahead and we'll go ahead and we'll exacta, try, and superfecta this one, and we can go ahead and make this a 1, 5, 6, 7 deal, and pretty much that's a key for you, and then we can box it up 1, 5, 6, 7 as well too. All right, so there it is. with the best value. And in the nightcap, we're going to roll with the horse by the name of Connie's Promise. Connie's Promise is looking pretty good here, 4-1. Nightcap, maiden special weight for $30,000, 6 furlongs as well too. And we're gonna rock out with this horse, number 7, Connie's Promise, and we're gonna throw this horse in our super high 5 as well too with the 3, 1, 8, and 5. You guys box it up 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, or you guys can key it up 7, 1, 3, 5, 8. So there it is for the primetime bets of the day. And for races 4 through 7, we're going to go ahead and take the 1, 4, and the 7 in leg 1. I like the 4 here. I couldn't add the 4. I like those horses in the top horses, but for some, I threw this horse in here just because I didn't want to put 5 horses here. So what happens here is I add in this horse because really I feel very confident in the 1 and 7. But the 4 does present a nice price. So just in case, I might get beat by the 2 horses that I do have on top. But oh well, it happens. I'm not trying to overspend on the pick 4. So I'm feeling kind of like, okay, you throw this little horse right here in this group, see how it shakes out. But really you rooting for the 1 and 7 to be there. But I'm using the 4 as a spoiler. I think the 5 and 6 are place horses today, so that's why. And pretty much we got the leg 2 with the 2 and the 5. And then we're going to go ahead and do leg 3 with the 1, 2, and the 7. And then at the end of the night, we're going to go ahead and go 4 deep here. We're going to go 1, 3, 7, 8. This is going to be a $27 ticket, and that's going to be our Golden Gate Primetime Bets. This is a 7-race card as well, too. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to make sure that I tweet this out for you once I get done with the other show today. We are filming for the NFL Bet Exchange. That's going to be due out next week. First episode, and we're going to be talking the odds and divisions and things of that nature. I'm going to give you my Super Bowl winner. It's going to be a bold one. And I'm going to give you my MVP as well, too. So you guys be on the lookout for that. The show is pre-recorded, so it will have a time and place when it does come on, and I need you guys to tune in. It will be available on the YouTube Live, and it will be available on Periscope as well, too. And we're trying to figure out a way to get it on IG Live as well, too. So you guys be on the lookout for that one, man, and it's going to be epic. We're going to be cashing out some nice tickets in the NFL this year. But all in all, though, you guys go ahead and follow me on the Twitter at PopDBIC. Also, go ahead and follow the company page at PrimeWaveMG, and you guys can follow PrimeWaveMG on Instagram as well, too. You guys, if you are trying to be an exclusive client, you can DM me on the Twitter at PopDBIC, or you guys can DM me on the PTSI on IG. And I'll get you guys moving forward as an exclusive client and make y'all some money, man. You know how it is. We went 2 out of 2 last night, but it's all good. It's a new day. So, if you want to sign up, go ahead and holler at me at PTSI on IG or on the Twitter at PopDBIC. You guys can follow this YouTube page. Go to Prime Wave Media. Make sure you guys subscribe, like it, do all that good stuff. Share it with a friend. Make sure they subscribe as well, too. Trying to get up to 1,000 followers. Trying to get this thing monetized as well. So you guys go ahead and work that out for me. And pretty much, man, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in once again today. We will be back tomorrow. We'll have another big group of games, bets, and everything like that. And I'll have the angles for you, the breakdown for you, and we go from there, B-Rabbit, my man. You have a good one, brother. Jay Breezy. All right. He going to clown me later. He going to be like, you really on the Raptors? All right, so pretty much it is what it is. I thank you guys so much. This is a Prime Wave Media Group production, and this is the premier sports betting show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper, and I'll be right back at you. And you guys make sure to check out mybookie.ag, put in the promo code POP, and you guys will receive up to $1,000 in a deposit bonus as well. Other than that, I am gone.